You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
And coming up today on the Positively Patty podcast, we have Thomas Dock. Oh, that's right. Tom Dock is the Director of Communications for all of the NOAA's animal hospitals. Also, he's a certified veterinary journalist and our elite reporter, Pet Pals TV reporter on pets and critters and what you need to know. So we're talking with Tom about the 4th of July. Stay tuned. And now on the Positively Patty podcast, he's mimicking me over here. This is Tom Dock from NOAA's Animal Hospitals with us, and you are the Director of Communications over there, correct?
I am, and I keep thinking, what am I going to call my podcast? Because you've got the 3 Ps, Positively Patty Podcast. Terrific Tom Time.
Oh, I like that.
Something like that.
I love alliteration. Tom is also on, a reporter for Pet Pals TV. We appreciate his knowledge and the fact that he can share all of these things that he learns with us. Today, this is a really sensitive subject for me because Stewie hates loud noises. Mabel doesn't really care. I think her hearing's as bad as mine is. And Timber's like, the cat doesn't care. But Stewie does not like the fireworks coming up on the 4th of July. So we're going to talk about that. First thing I would say is more pets go missing on the 5th of July than any other time of the year. Also, wildlife is adversely affected too. So if you must enjoy the fireworks, I would suggest you go to a location where it's controlled and enjoy it, but don't randomly set off fireworks in August or September. There. Now, Tom, you take over. Tell us what we need to do for the 4th of July.
Well, I think you brought up a couple very good points. First of all, it's not just the 4th of July anymore, is it? Really, it starts with Memorial Day. It coincides with the summer. It's really fireworks season.
Oh.
And so it's just not our dogs and cats. You mentioned wildlife, but also we've got a lot of rural listeners, right?
Yep.
And so you've got horses and cattle that can get spooked. And these are large 800 to 1,500 pound animals that can break down fences and walls and really injure themselves. So, yes. Shelters tend to be busier on July 5th than almost any other time because a lot of animals do end up going missing. So microchip your pet.
Oh, I was just going to say, another reason to get microchipped. Also, this doesn't just affect animals and pets. It affects humans as well. Post-traumatic stress disorders, some military that have returned, and they don't like the fireworks. So you had mentioned this before. Check with your neighbors. Make sure that if you're going to set off a firework, that it's okay with them and tell them the time, wouldn't you say?
I would say that definitely. I mean, I'm lucky where I live. I know the neighbors right around me. So if there's a concern or an issue, or if I'm going to set off fireworks, because I'm lucky, my 4 big dogs don't care either about it. I'm going to go to them and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Do you need me to stop by a certain time, et cetera? Let's be civil. Let's listen to the local laws and ordinances. So often I'll be laying in my bed at night and I'll hear people at 1, 2 in the morning. And guys, come on. That's just, you've had several hours of darkness now. We don't need to keep going when people are obviously trying to sleep.
Right. Also, you have some drugs that you could talk about, some bombs and things. Bombs as in BALMS.
Right,
okay.
supplements and nutraceuticals. Yeah, so let's start, before we go with the medications and stuff, let's just start with what can we do in the house. So if you've got a dog who's afraid and you've got an interior room, and this is usually maybe a bathroom or maybe you've got a basement, that's going to muffle the noise a little bit more. You can certainly get a crate for them and cover the crate with a blanket.
Oh, good idea.
That might help. There's actually some online places. Just Google soundproofing your dog's cage. And I found several things that you could buy acoustic type of material to help them feel more safe and secure. Okay?
I told you, and you know that Stewie likes to go under the bed. That makes him feel, and that's a tight squeeze for a big dog.
Yeah.
I know some that like to go in the bathtub. They want to go and they feel secure in there. So I would say maybe even shut the door.
Shut the door, turn a radio on, turn the TV on. All of these things can help them understand that it's going to be okay. That you're there with them, it's going to be okay.
Okay.
But you do bring up a good point. There are medications, there are supplements. Now, let's start with the supplements.
Okay.
Supplements are not drugs. Supplements do not undergo the same scrutiny by the FDA. They don't have the same laws as to what they can claim on their packaging. And so a lot of people are really into different things right now, like melatonin and things like that, that people think, okay, this is going to help my pet. Talk with your veterinarian, first of all, because some of these supplements do have adverse reactions with other medications. So that you always want your veterinarian to know what's going on with your pet, right? Then try the supplement. If you find one you like, but don't be surprised if it doesn't necessarily work, because again, many of these have not been tested very well.
Also, you were saying that during the 4th of July is on a Monday, and that could adversely affect clients as well, or people who, because you don't wait till the last minute.
Don't wait till the last minute. Some of the medications, the prescription medications that we utilize, we know are going to work very well for the pet. But if you're waiting until July 1st, July 2nd, you may not get that medication no matter where you're trying to get it from. Your pet may need an examination. Here's a fun fact for people. Indiana state law, okay, and actually most state laws say that if a veterinarian has not done a physical examination on that pet within the last 12 years for that condition, noise phobia, we cannot prescribe medication.
Didn't know that.
So you have to have an examination. And if you know your pet's overdue for that exam, don't call your veterinarian asking for meds, because they're going to tell you, you got to come in. And as we all know, it's very difficult to get into the veterinarian right now.
Okay. Some other things, you can cheat and take a look over here. What else did you bring with you today?
So, a lot of people have tried different medications in the past. Believe it or not, Xanax works well for many dogs. Its generic name is alprazolam. I do tell people, be careful if you've used it before. It can have a paradoxical effect. In other words, it's supposed to calm down, but it might wind the dog up. I have a dog at home, Nike, who actually that happened to. We were trying to keep her calm during some of her mascot duties, gave her Xanax, and it actually had the opposite effect.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so,
that's right, because your dogs are the mascots for Indy 11.
For the Indy 11 soccer
team, they're
yeah.
big. So when I remember going and seeing them at work, and more people wanted to see the dogs than wanted to see the players. It was so amazing. They go, oh, puppy, let's go.
Oh, they still get all that kind of attention. That's great. But there's other medications out there. Trazodone. Some people with their cats will use gabapentin. Now, again, all of these need to be gotten through your veterinarian. Many of them are controlled substances. So that means that you can't get 6 months at a time because it has the potential for, addiction. But there's a great product that I like to talk about called Cilio. Cilio is made by the Zoetis company, and it's actually a gel that you put gloves on, you put a little bit on your finger, and you rub it into your dog's gum. And the nice thing about this is, even if the dog's already worked up, even if Stewie's already under the bed, you can give him this on his gum, and it'll bring him back down.
That means I have to crawl under the bed, too. Then we'd both be stuck under the bed. And you'd have to come and get us out.
It's a good thing this is radio, because I'm trying to picture that right now. Or podcasting, right? But no, it's nice because many of the other medications, especially trazodone, especially alprazolam, once the dog's worked up, it's very, very difficult to bring them back down. So Cilio is a great product. But again, folks, ask your veterinarian now, not 2 days before.
Right.
And like we said, July 4th this year is on a Monday. Most veterinary offices are closed on the Sunday before, and then many might take a 3-day weekend because it's been a long couple of years for these folks.
Isn't that the truth? Wow. Okay, so enjoy the 4th of July. Might I suggest, wave a flag, make a donation to your rescue or shelter, and if you must put out some fireworks and check with your neighbors to make sure it's okay, and make sure that they have their pets inside so that's okay too. So, as you would say, be civil, right?
Be civil.
Be civil.
Be neighborly.
And also go to our petpalstv.com, because we always say keep calm and contact Tom. So your blog is up there.
Right. We actually have a couple different blogs on the 4th of July. One about things that you can do. One that we're putting up right now that's more about let's get in contact with your veterinarian right away. And guys, go ahead and use the Contact Us button there because I like to get that email. We've responded to many people locally here who've asked questions about what do I do with this, that, or the other thing in my pet.
Okay, well, you're so accessible and you're so talented, and that's all I'm going to say, because then your head will get too big and you won't be able to get out the door.
I'll be stuck here on the Positively Patty podcast.
You're so funny, too. All right, Tom Dock, and you're the, what is it,
Director of Communications for Noah's Animal
and
Hospitals.
also a certified veterinary journalist. We appreciate all that you do and all the knowledge that you share. Thank you, Tom Dock. Okay, that's it for the Positively Patty podcast, and we'll see you and talk to you next time.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.